Hello and welcome to Better Gaming, the event and podcast series dedicated to all aspects of ethical gambling as we seek to make gambling and gaming safe, secure and socially balanced for everyone. Now, when I say socially balanced for everyone, I have been guilty of focusing purely on the younger generations and young adults because that's where a lot of the attention goes with regard to gambling harm and gambling harm research. But in this article from yourmoney.com, and the journalist featuring it was Emma Lunn, there is a study by PensionBee who are looking at gambling issues faced by retirees and saying that they're overlooked. And I would be guilty of doing that. So let's take a look at this research that they've done and discuss any potential issues that are arising from it. So the study was conducted by the University of Glasgow. I think the lead researcher on it was Dr. Blair Bigger, and they have a gambling research unit that undertook a study on behalf of PensionBee, and they found that almost a third of adults over the age of 65 gamble, which isn't in itself a worryingly high amount. But the PGSI, which is the Problem Gambling Severity Index, found that 2% of adults aged 55 and over experience some level of gambling risk, which again, that doesn't strike you as high, but it translates to 360,000 people across the UK that could be facing gambling harm. And it's a sizable amount of people that are overlooked. I've been running this channel now for best part of 4 or 5 months, and this is the first time that I've looked at this older demographic. And essentially the research here, PensionBee described retirement as a significant period of transition, bringing financial, lifestyle and emotional changes that may increase vulnerability to gambling harms. There'd probably be a lot of 55 plus or pension age people that would be scornful of my stereotyping here, but you could often see that you've got a lot of time on your hand. There's probably boredom factor. Of course, there's lots of people that lead an active life, but I'm just stereotyping in terms of why there could be a problem with gambling harm. And it also affects people on lower incomes, living in deprived areas and seeking escapism, boredom. And it's the latter part that obviously I was referencing there. So and let's have a look further in and what they say. The research found there is an opportunity for financial services firms to collaborate and establish industry practice to address common concerns around customers who are impacted by gambling. And obviously around this age, people can either unlock a lot of income or have a steady flow of income with more time on their hands. So it's that transitional point that I think this research by PensionBee is focused on, and just making sure that people are spending responsibly within their means. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be gambling. Of course, they can be gambling. It's an entertainment mechanism for a lot of people that doesn't impact them. So it's not so much saying that they can't gamble. It's just making sure that there are checks and measures that it is a sensible amount they're approaching and within there. And there was basically a call out by PensionBee to financial services companies to signpost for gambling helplines and offering educational research on financial well-being. And I think it's just that where they get that guidance in terms of how you can spend your pension, what you can spend it on, just including things that give people a heads up on signs and signals that could be of worry when it comes to gambling and gambling activity. So Lisa Picardo, Chief Business Officer. Gambling harms are often associated with younger people, correct? But this research brings attention to the issues faced by retirees, particularly as they navigate major financial and lifestyle changes. Screening questions and accessible support pathways are measures that could play a role in raising awareness of gambling-related challenges. And by exploring approaches, the industry may be able to better support individuals in making informed financial decisions and improve their financial well-being in later life. Completely agree with this. Absolutely love this research by PensionBee and by the University of Glasgow. Well done. And it teaches me a lesson really to be more mindful of the wider spread of this project. As mentioned, I've been doing this for 5 months and this is the first time that I've focused on this demographic. And when you look at 360,000 people that could be potentially at risk, it makes me think that the problem and the elements and discussion points need to be broadened. So that is something that I will be mindful of moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. Thanks a million and catch you in the next one.